Good morning everybody, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, evening. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. As we all know, the economy, certainly here in the UK and probably wherever it is you're watching, is terrible. It's absolutely flat on its backside, so things have been pretty quiet and there's a few things in the pipeline, but who knows. It's the economy. Mortgage rates are mental, rents are mental, utilities are mental, everything's just dead expensive. What can we do? We just plod on and try and work our way through it. But anyway, I have a car to clean and it's in for a big clean. The plan is, in fact let me show you and I'll just talk through it while I'm showing you. Today, let me just flip this round. I have this little beauty, a BMW Z4 convertible for the summer. Hang on a minute. Yep, for the summer. Which I'm sure if we can actually get a dry day, this will be amazing. Top down, wind in your hair or your scalp if you're bald like me. But here we go, we have a car. One thing I do have with this car, which I don't normally have, is the luxury of time. So normally I have like 2 days or 3 days tops to get everything done, and that's normally plenty of time, loads of time. But with this, excuse the plane that's going past, but with this, the customer's fortunate enough that this is his weekend car, this is his play toy, and he's got a car for everyday use. So I have the luxury of getting the car and being able to do this as and when I can get to it. Obviously I don't have an indefinite amount of time, but I've got enough time that allows me to play with the weather, or play around with the weather. So this is what we're going to do. Wheels, barrels, tyres, arches, thoroughly deep cleaned and protected. Bodywork, it's going to be a 2-stage clean, 2-stage correction. So deep clean, 2-stage correction and coating. And the roof is going to get a deep clean. I'll see if this will pick this up. So there's lots of bird poop on this. You can just see it there. Lots of bird poop. Lots of bird poop here, 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 here. And in the usual bits, it's just in the seams, all grubby. You can probably see it a bit better here. Yeah, same on both sides. So that'll be getting a deep clean. In the edges as well, I don't know if this will pick this up, but yeah, like in there. So that needs a good scrubbing, a good scrub-a-dub-dubbing. But other than that, it's not bad. There's a few marks here and there, and it's silver is amazing for hiding everything, but there is a few patches up here when I last inspected the car that won't come out. It probably need sanded at least, potentially painted. Wheels are in reasonable nick, a couple of wee marks here and there, but they'll clean up lovely, and then we'll get a coating. Ouch, a little bit of, again, all the usual stuff. We'll get into the nooks and crannies, all the gaps, get it all done. The back glass, some of the earlier ones had plastic, so this is glass. We'll be able to give that a bit of a polish, and that'll just help the old rear view visibility. There is a couple of marks like this one, so that's not coming out. I'll just have to work around it, and the paint is actually starting to bubble and blister with the water creeping in. There's also a few buff marks from repairs previously, so It has had a bit of touch-up work in the past. Customer knows that, it's all been talked through. So that'll keep me going, and we'll do the inside. The inside's probably, it's also got a bit of repair work, so I just need to be careful. That seal looks a bit, just be careful around there. And the inside, so the inside, right, so I've done brushing of the roof, the hood, and it's taken a lot of the kind of dust and kind of just airborne sand and grime that sits on the surface. Use the compressor to blow that out, and now I'm going to put a bit of foam on it with a brush, and then we'll start scrubbing. And the sun has decided to come out, at least for temporary appearance, which will help dry that off. It's cleaning up okay. Let's have a look. Not that you'll be able to tell much. It's cleaning up. Right, I'm not going to sit and film this whole thing. It's going to be like 3 hours of cleaning a roof. Even I don't want to sit and watch that. Right peeps, back soon. Right, let's have a quick look. So, as you can see, look how brown that is compared to kind of right up here. And then it gets browner and more brown and more rubber. Just see the brown. That looks kind of light, but watch this. We'll get the toothbrush in here. Keep that up there. Sorry about the handy cam. Only got 2 hands. Look at that. Brown as brown can be. Right. Back to it. Here we go again. Well, just as well I've got some time in my hands because it's raining. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not putting my tent up, having it, because I need lots of light to see what I'm doing here, and in between the rain I can dry it off and let the sunlight at it, and sunlight's important to get into all the fibres, because depending on the last time it's been cleaned, which I wouldn't say it's never been cleaned, but it's at least been a couple of years since it's been cleaned, or cleaned properly. You want the sunlight at it, and just that helps kill any mould and any kind of mildew or anything that might be in it. But while I'm waiting for this shower to go off, I'll tidy bits and pieces away that I don't need and go and get a coffee. Yeah. This is going to take a while, just as well I've got the time. Right peeps, stay tuned for the next part. Right, bloody aeroplane, right, hang on, bear with me. Right, okie. Finally clean, well 99%, I just need to do a little bit of tar and glue on the bodywork. Other than that, it's looking fan-dabby-dozy. Wheels come up a treat. Arches will probably get another hit when I go to clean it again, and then I'll dress them as well just to restore a little bit of colour. But we're getting there. Hood come up really well. So long story boring, with the convertible top, cleaned it, a few stains left, dry vacuumed it, looking a bit better, steam cleaned it with some upholstery cleaner, and perfect, absolutely spot on. There is a weird wear mark right here, God knows what that is, but it's a wear mark, it's not dirt, all in here, super clean. Absolutely tidy. All the rubbers spotless. So a little bit of tar and glue and on the lower parts, and then that bit for the day. And I'm just going to make this into one video rather than having 18 different videos and everybody getting bored, so I'll just do one long video, grab your attention, and then that'll do it for now. Right folks, I'm going to finish tar and glue. You can't really see it on the paint with the camera, so I'll just do that, and then I'm going for a coffee. Back soon. In internet time I'll just be back, but in reality it'll be a couple of days at least. Alright, catch you soon. Bye for now. Hello and welcome back everybody. It's part 2 of the continuation of the same video that I spoke about, which was technically yesterday, but let's just call it the next day. So car's clean, decontaminated, dried. I've got the tent up, but fingers crossed weather is so far okay. So I'm just about to start the polishing. Let's have a look. Right, let's give it a wipe down and see what we're looking at. Right. Okay, let's have a look. I've got no idea, with it being silver, what we'll actually see. Okay, so I haven't done here, I've only just started at the top, so let's have a look. Right, okay, so there's some buffer trails. And we're getting into the polishing zone. Oh, nice. Let's have a look at the wing. Oh, look. Yep. Well, you can actually see the difference right there. And yep. Okay. Happy days. Right, I shall return, unless you really want to sit and watch like an hour of polishing the bonnet. Probably not. Right, okie dokie, back soon. I'll finish the first half and then we'll have a look. Boom. Right, so that is bloody aeroplane again. So let's see if we can find. So been over here. Not been here, but then some of it's actually alright, but with the naked eye there's a couple of big marks here. They're too deep, already checked, and the customer knows it. I'll try and make them lighter, so wee bits and pieces. It's not too bad. You can see a bit at the top of the wing, which isn't bad. It's all just love marks and wash marks. The bits where people can't really reach depending on the height of them, although this is a low car. Right, so far so good. Yeah, you can just see it here. Alrighty, we're getting there and it's cleaning up well. I'll do a two-stage on this, so I'm using a blue coarse pad and then I'll finish off with a yellow soft pad, and then we'll just make it super shiny. Right, happy days, so far so good, fingers crossed. Part 3, welcome back everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's about 4 or 5 hours later, I think. I try not to look at the clock when I'm doing these things, because then you start to think, oh, I need to catch up, and then you want to go a little bit quicker, and then that just doesn't work, and you end up uneven work, missing bits. So it takes as long as it takes. Polishing is done. What I did was done one half, then did the other half, just because I've only got my small tent. Finished it off, turned it back round, just giving it a wipe down, and now I'm going to do the coating. There is a couple of finishing touches, but I think I'm going to do the coating on the main bit, because the other bits is like headlights and front bumper. That is it, but the front bumper's pretty ropey, so it's not going to make much difference, but I will clean it up, and I'll try and do something with the headlights, and when I go to do that I'll stick the camera on and just do that in real time, because you might find that interesting. Coating time! Where's my thing? Where's my thing? And coating. So you actually, I never ever discuss what I use for polishing and coatings. So when I finish, I'll go through it and I'll show you just exactly some of the stuff I use. Wipey time. Cloth, oh cloth, where are you my cloth? Shiny, shiny, shiny times. Right, that is the coating done. I'll try and see if I can get this to sit. I'm going to attempt to polish the headlight. In fact, let me just get my light. And let's have a wee look. So it's pretty grim. There's lots of steering on it. So let's have a look. I'm going to start with a little microfiber pad. And my light isn't going to stay on. Well, I'm going to start with a microfiber pad. some cutting compound, and then I'm going to drop down to a foam pad and just take it from there. But I'm not using a really aggressive. I'm going to be in the road here. Let's have a little look. Okay, people. So there's the headlight. Oh, nice and shiny. You see what's going at night. Handy. Right. Let's see. Dun. And you can just you can see the difference on that. Cloudy, no reflection. Result. Yeah. Who's the bunny? Okay. Do this one, and then that's so the only things left to do. I can't remember. I know it's big. Right. Back in a minute. And we're done for the day, but there's not much left to do. Oof. Right, let's have a little look round, and then we'll talk about what I've done. Right, attempt number 2 since the battery died. Where did I get to? Okay, talk around what I've done and what's still to be done. So let's have a look around the car. So, wheels fully cleaned, sealed, tyres cleaned, dressed, arches cleaned and dressed as well, all looking good. Bodywork, 2-stage, it was going to just be 1 stage, but 2-stage correction, so a cut and then a polish just to really make it shine. Looks good in the sunlight. It's hard to see with the canopy up. Looking good. Bodywork came up really well. Okay, so things still to do, which I'll just finish off, is clean the glass outside. The hood, which I reported on earlier in the video, is cleaned, but needs to be treated. But the downside, or the issue I've got, is it's really windy and it's getting covered in fluff, so that will keep for another day. Right, I had to go and get myself a coffee. There was no way I was functioning without it. Right, so the stuff I've used today is shampoo. Just a good car shampoo, doesn't really matter who makes it, just buy good car shampoo. Fallout remover, everybody does one, just find one that's not too expensive, that works. Tar and glue remover, again, everybody makes them. There are some better than others, so it doesn't really matter. So that thing, everybody knows what they use to wash their car, but for this stage, for the correction stage and the polishing stage, this is what I use. Well, this is what I used on this car because this worked really well, and it tends to work on a lot of cars, but some cars only need a single stage depending on how new, softer paint, hard paint. So for this I used men's earner, and this is the 400 heavy cut compound, and because I'm conscientious of the planet, I use the green line. So it's a VOC free, whatever VOC is, volatile organic compounds. Okay, and it's free from that. So whatever the volatile organic compounds are, it's free of them. And it's free of silicone and fillers, which is the main reason why I use men's earner. There's loads out there that don't have fillers and are free of silicones, and they're all very good. What else is good, just on a little side note, is see if you're starting out and you don't have a big budget, because these can be quite expensive. Meguiar's, see Meguiar's compound and Meguiar's polish, you won't go wrong, and they're trim safe. None of the kind of pro stuff, if you like, it's trim safe. It will make trim go white, it will stain it, you have to clean it, whereas the Meguiar stuff, it's all trim safe, so ideal. So I use that with a blue pad. This is the Lake Country blue pad, heavy cutting pad, which is quite firm, although this is soft because it's used. So I used that with that, which worked a treat. And this was fairly, well, to be honest, this car's a bit of a mix, because it's some's original paint, some's parts are painted, so it was a bit trial and error, but pretty much that pad with that compound. I also used, with the same compound as visor, little pad for some of the tough areas, like right down the bottom of the car. For some of it was original paint, really tough. So that's a good pad as well. And again, these aren't expensive. Neither is the Lake Country actually. About £8 to £10 a pad. I think that was like £5 or £6. It's alright. Then to finish off, just sticking with men's earner, it was either that or the Meguiar's, because both would work. But this, personally speaking, I think finishes down really well. And you probably recognise the pattern, X-Logic. It's a chemical guys pad. Again, 10 to £12 a pad, so they're getting more expensive than some of the other ones, but it's a really good pad. Now this is classed as a heavy cutting pad, the yellow one, so if anybody follows chemical guys out there, they do like black, red, yellow, orange, white, and I always found the orange pad is meant to be a cutting pad, and this is a heavy cutting pad or heavy polishing pad. And as much as that the orange pad finishes down exceptionally well, it wasn't quite aggressive enough. This is meant to be like, for full paint correction. It's just not stiff enough. But see, for a second stage, using something like men's earner 2500, which finishes down beautifully, it's like this is a cracking combination. Really like that. That's actually really good. And again, not a lot of pressure. This pad's just about done. It looks a riot, and you just lift the weight off it and it finishes down. That's a really good pad. And then for the little intricate areas, so I've got a microfiber pad somewhere, get these little pads, and these are Shine Mate pads, and they're brilliant. They're absolutely amazing for buttons. Oh, pardon me. These are great pads. So if you're buying yourself a little rotary, I have a Shine Mate, not the little mini handheld things, but a small rotary. I use a flex, something or other, for my 5-inch and 6-inch pads, although I don't use 6-inch much. And then for my little 3-inch stuff, I'll either use a another shine mate, or a little Dash 6 Pro, which cost about 80 quid. Can't go wrong. So anyway, that's the pads. They're really good. What else do I use? Right, so for coating, there's loads out there. I tend to stick with either good waxes. There's loads. Turtle Waxes make good waxes. What have I got? Maguire's, Turtle Wax, Built Hamber double speed wax. Brilliant wax, absolutely superb. Costs about 15 quid, comes with an applicator and a cloth. Can't go wrong, really, really good. Most of the ceramic coatings I do, I use the Geon Can Coat. This is good. Spray on, watch it, wipe it off. And it does, depending on usage, it'll definitely last 12 months, maybe a bit more. If it's like a kind of weekend car or a show car, you'll definitely get longer. For a daily driver, 10 months you're looking at top up, but 12 months realistically. Right, I've got no idea what I'm looking at because the screen has gone blank, so hopefully you saw that. But for this one, I thought, I've been trying this out personally just to see what it's like and see if it's worth the hype. Is Turtle Wax. I was holding that other bottle up there, so would you have seen that? Yeah, you would have. So, Turtle Wax hybrid ceramic spray coating, and it says apply a second coat to get 12 months of protection. So far, I think now there's loads of people out there are on saying that it's, you know, you'll definitely get 12 months and maybe more out it. I done my wife's Fiesta, and don't get us wrong, it's a good 6 months, but it's needing redone, and it's a daily driver. So realistically, I wouldn't even bother doing 2 coats to try and extend it for a year, because it's, you're not going to get it. Just do a single coat, and if you get 4 months out it, just give it another coat, and then you'll get another kind of 4 months out it, but about 6 months realistically. And then just to kind of give it a sacrificial finish, Built Hamber, bottle QD, watered down to a secret ratio that I'm not going to tell you, but it lasts, and that will last about 3 weeks, so you can't go wrong. So there we have it, that's what I use. I never talk or plug the products and people I use, because I buy my own stuff. There's nothing free, there's no paid promotions, unless you want to jump on my particular bandwagon and support me with some products for free, then I'll use it, as long as it's good. And that's about it, folks. So I'm knackered, I'm going to finish my coffee. The battery's a bit on its backside. These batteries are not lasting at all. I'm going to need to buy new batteries. So yep, so next time will be the interior. So I might just, not so much edit this video, but put it together and get this up and on the old interweb. And then just come back when I do the interior, because that could be, I don't know, the way the weather's going, who knows. So anyway, for now, like, share, subscribe, even if you didn't watch it all, like it anyway, subscribe anyway, even if you're not that interested. Just do it for fun, help me out. I've got 5 subscribers, let's see if we can get it to 10. Ooh, that would be awesome. Yeah, take it easy, keep your car shiny, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.